Hello viewers, and welcome to Rome Total War. I decided I wanted to do, something a little bit different than Doom. And I would say this certainly is indeed different. I thought about doing the new Total War Rome 2, but I figure I'll give the first Rome a little bit of attention, and I will do the Imperial Campaign, but I will do a short campaign. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time doing this, since, as I said, there is Total War Rome 2, which I do plan on doing in the future. So I figured I might as well do just a short campaign for this one. So I'm not expecting it to be a real long LP. It's just something to, I guess, wet my feet, if that makes sense. I adjusted the sound a little bit. To me it still sounds pretty loud, but after a video or something like that, I'm gonna go back and check through it. Hopefully it won't be too bad for you guys, and I'll make adjustments as necessary. I will be playing as the House of Julii, and I'm leaving everything on medium. I don't consider myself to be a great player at the game. I'm just doing it for the fun of it. That's more, I guess you can say, that's where I get my enjoyment out of it. So I'll manage everything. We'll follow the AI. I think I'll allow the battle time limit. You never know with glitches, or if something happens, it's better to leave the timer on. So my objective is to hold 15 provinces and destroy or outlast the following faction, which in this case is Gaul to the north. So let us get started. I'm going to skip that intro video. I'm sure there's other people out there who've played through the video, or shown the video on YouTube. I'm just more interested in the gameplay. Now, I have not ever played this game 100% through to completion, which is another reason why I'm doing a short campaign. But in any case, let's get started here. And the Senate wants me to take Segesta. Some of the pronunciations are probably going to be off. I don't really speak Latin. I know a bit here and there, but it's never really, been my thing. Although I would like to learn it. Anyway, let's get to gameplay here. So, what I'm going to do is first check out the governors here. One of these guys gets switched out. So I'll take him to Arminium and Quintus here. Join that army. And I'll join with the faction leader here. And move on. In this early part of the game, I want to try to drive the economy up just a bit.
At your service.
I'll send my spy up north,
Secrecy is assured.
see what the Gaelic tribes are doing. I don't use the diplomat too much, but I'll send them up north too. And the ships are fine. Right away they offer trade rights. Normally I would accept, but I'm going to be going to war with them pretty soon, so I'm going to decline it. So I overspent that turn, but like I said, this early in the game, that's kind of to be expected.
Searching for clues.
That's his faction heir.
Your Honor.
Take the diplomat over towards
Moves depleted.
Greece over here and Macedonia.
Sir, prepare for battle. Besieging settlements, sir.
Normally, I would auto-resolve this. Was it Orban, Barbarian Peasants? Obviously they don't stand a chance. Like I said, normally I would auto-resolve this, but first battle of the game, I'll play it out. Usually, if it's like 3-1 or 4-1 and greater odds in my favor, I'll probably auto-resolve it. Once it starts getting like 2-1, things like that, 5-4 maybe. I mean,
Rebellious slaves may think of
the odds are too close, and I'd rather just fight it myself.
they are dead men.
Anyway, I'm speaking over the general here.
Let us harden our hearts and think of Rome and all we can do for her. Then we will do our duty to Roman honor.
Let's start deployment. Every now and then, might see if the general has anything interesting to say, but I'm not gonna waste too much time with him. So, just set up kind of a basic battle line here. At this point, it's not going to be anything too fancy. Put a general over this side on the flank. Have the leader in the back. And let's see. We'll just do it like that. I'm a little bit rusty with the controls. It's been some time since I played real regularly, so you'll have to bear with me here. He's got, this looks like the war band right there, walking away, and the peasants are guarding the town center. I like to be slow and methodical as I go through this, partly because that's how the Roman army would have done things, at least from everything I've ever heard. The Romans were very well organized, and I certainly like that approach. Yeah, there they go, walking in the back. So, let's just bring the Hastati right up. Bring archers up behind them. Take the one general that way. Take him that way. Try to outflank. I probably won't use the Velites, so I'll leave them in the back. And I'll ungroup them as well, because I'm not going to need the group in this particular battle. speed it up a bit. Get everybody into position. Got my archers firing at them. Looked like the peasants were going to go for a charge, but they backed off. Taking a couple losses there as well. Where is... Oh, he's swinging way around there. I didn't realize it. Yeah, that works. So I'll send the center to Hastati up. These will be in the reserves. I want this general ready to charge from the flank. This guy is going to have to hurry up because I'm about to start my charge. There, the peasants ran into the Hastati, which ought to be easy victory against the peasants. They should have this one. Peasants are nothing. So, send my generals in from the flanks and get them from behind. And that's it.
Army is in flight. Pursue them and drive. This is a heroic victory, worthy of
Only lost 4 guys. I will occupy. The Senate has also gifted me 5,000 denarii for taking the settlement. And build the governor's house. I got my spy in Mediolanum. Diplomats moved. So I think that's it for this turn. The Gauls put down a fort right at the border there. Senate wants me to take Patavium. I can't say as I'm entirely opposed to doing that. All the buildings are done. What do I want here? Build a market. Probably build a market here as well. I want roads right away. And you know what I also should do? I'm going to lower the tax rate to promote population growth. Because I need this city to be more built up. And my dogs are about to start barking. Because the neighbor just pulled in. So if you hear them bark, just ignore them. They'll shut up in a minute. Hopefully. Yeah. I'm not gonna recruit anything there. I was just checking to make sure. I don't think I'm gonna recruit yet. Let's see how this army is. I have the 4 Hastati, 1 archer, 1 triari, 1 velites. It's not a great army. Let's see. I have this spy.
Your Honor.
See if I can move him over. 3 warband and a barbarian cav. They could probably take that on. I'm a little bit worried about this though. They got a general here. This is probably warbands at this point. I can't say for sure yet. I think for now I'm gonna sit this one out.
Delay. Moves depleted.
See, that's Suggestica, whereas this is Suggesta. That's where I was getting it before. Anyway, nothing doing on this turn. There they built up the watchtower. I forgot about that. I could go build one of them up. Roads are done here. Build a trader. They abandoned the fort, which is interesting. They have Barbarian Cav here, and a warband. Two of the warbands there are left with the Cav. That means two warbands are left here. I think I'm gonna sit one more turn. Take this guy out with an escort. Get a watchtower up and running. And this is an invalid position.
Move out. Out of move, sir. Build tower.
So actually it's gonna be 2 turns because I messed that up.
Yes.
That's alright though, I'm in no huge rush yet.
At once. Without delay. At once. No more moves.
These early turns are gonna go by pretty quickly. There's not much is gonna be going on.
Orders. Forward.
So I'll take him back there. And then move the diplomat some more.
Can I be of service? At once.
I want to keep an eye on this guy. He has a skirmisher as well. None of these are really a huge threat, I don't believe. He has a spy there. Bunch of building work is finished. Alright, so here. Let's get sewers. Look at sewers here as well. I will... See, I don't want to leave this town undefended. So what I'm going to do is I'll take my Hastati and my archer. I'll leave the Triari and the Velites. And I will swing around this way.
Awaiting your command. At once.
Looks like the Brutii sailed across already. The Scipii have taken Syracuse already. There they are already spying. What dicks. They must know something's up. No, I don't need your trade rights. I'm just gonna take your trade. Somebody's come of age. He might actually be a decent general if I get him in the right spots. War declared. I'll join him with this army
Combining troops.
and continue on north.
No more moves, sir.
How much time do I have left on the objective? 6 turns, so that's plenty of time. I'll start the siege in 1 turn.
Awaiting your command.
Maybe siege them for another turn or 2 and then strike. Depends on how I feel. Let's get a palisade going. An alliance. No. Personally, I'm not against it, but I'm not going to risk upsetting the other Roman factions. So I'll take away that and that. We'll just take the trade rights. Saves me a trip going down into Greece. More building work completed. Factions at war. I want... yeah, the Shrine to Ceres. Again, for the population growth here. I need another 1,000 population. Roads wouldn't be bad. But I think I'll start on the blacksmith. Here in Arminium. I'll start up on the port. And
Sir,
send him this way into Macedonia.
without delay, I shall speak with them at once.
Let him sit just outside of Thessalonica. Well, I send Quintus here
Attack!
to siege Patavium.
Sir,
I'll take 2 rams.
settlement under siege, sir.
Now at war. That agent that was sitting up around here got himself executed. That's good for us. The Senate are dicks and didn't assign anybody to the Senate. All the Roman factions have gone to war with the Gaul. Thrace and the House of Bruttii are now allies. Gotta keep an eye on that guy. He probably won't be too much a threat, but you never know. Financially, we're still, yes, 131. Could still use a bit of an extra boost.
I shall speak with them at once.
See if we get some trade rights, and then yeah, we'll just go for trade rights. Then from here, we'll head on towards
Once,
Thrace.
at once.
5 turns till surrender. They have 2 warband and the faction heir. Let's
Attack!
and the gates are even open for me. Let's strike now. 2 to 1. I'm gonna fight the battle.
These Gauls do not need your fear. Cold steel will bring them down, just like any other men. Some of us will soon lie dead. The rest will drink to their memory. But, as always, we Romans will fight with honor!
Such an inspiring speech. Let's start the deployment here and kill these Gauls, these filthy barbarians. And I'm assuming there's... Okay, there's the gate here. There's probably one on the other side. Right there. I don't have a direct line on it. What do I want to do here? Try to pincer them. They only have... They have 3 units. They have the general and the couple warband. So I'll take a group here, along with the army general and the archers. This will be group 1. You can drop the ram. You can drop the ram. Actually, I didn't want to double click you. I didn't have to. Let's just take you over this way. This will be a little bit of a weaker flank. You'll be group 2. They are defending over here, luckily, with the 1 warband. Apparently they don't care about the other force coming in to the south. Whoops, sorry about that. Looks like they got their general here, kind of eyeing the approach. Have them breach in from this side. For some reason the warband is crowding the gate. Just have my archer shoot at them a bit. Get them in the backs if they flee. Yeah, look at them dropping.
Gods! Our soldiers have done well this day. The walls are taken.
Any kill that I can get without having to directly engage is good for me. More men are saved on my side. These guys are probably pretty close by now. Yeah, they're getting there. They still are not concerned about this force to the south. I think it's time to make them get a little concerned. Get them marching up a bit closer here. Let's see how things go. The warband retreated, so that means charge my force in this way. Hopefully the Hastati will be able to take care of what needs to be done. General's retreated back. Maybe he's getting a little concerned about my force coming up. I would be if I were him. Here we enter in. This is kind of bad on my part, as I'm getting chokehold up, but this warband doesn't seem to want to mess with the invading Hastati. So it's good enough for me. Just let them file in. Looks like maybe they might be pulling back to the center. It's hard to say with the AI. I'm gonna hold this force here. I'll put them on fire at will. And I'll even guard too. I'll leave this force here for now until the other side gets set. They ought to be almost done here. Getting back into ranks. It does look like that they're protecting the town center at this point. My archers took a nice number out of this warband here, knocking them down to 76 from 120. If I can get this barbarian warlord out of the way early on, it'll be big for my side. I'll just bring you guys forward. I'll skip ahead for a bit here until they get into position. Move this side up just a bit as well. I'll have my archers take some shots at the general.
They're attacking us.
Sort of messed that up because, to be honest, I hadn't expected them to come in and charge. While that's going on, just go strike in that way. My archers were continuing their fire. Just tell them to stop. General is dead.
The enemy general is killed. Fear makes a home in our enemies' hearts.
This is a little bit dangerous because I could easily get my general killed here, but I want to try to get them surrounded. Unfortunately, they will not break because they are in the town center. But they're dropping like flies. Just hurry this along.
Rome demands victory from her generals, and this.
So I screwed up a little bit, got too many of my Hastati killed when their general charged. I hadn't anticipated him coming up like that, but I was able to recover and get him outflanked. Patavium is now mine, and we'll see what the Senate gives me for it. Also, I will occupy. Trait increase, confident commander. Oh, he gave me scorpions. I haven't really messed with scorpions too much in this game. They're generally good against infantry. Anyway, I'm gonna cut the video here in a second, and I want to check it over to see if I need to adjust the sound or anything like that. And we will continue on in just a few moments, so stay tuned, everyone.